Right to Dream 2, Portland's grassroots homeless run shelter, has found a new home and needs the public's help with the move. If there's enough hands to help, board chair Sarah Chandler says they hope to be open next weekend. The camp lacks curb appeal because they don't have a budget from the city, but Chandler says they offer a better experience. Okay, so how do you feel like you guys are different than other shelters, and what do you have to teach to them?
I think that we're different because we are more personable and that we know people, and I think that we can teach other shelters that they're not just a bed number, that we are people still, and that we do need help, but we're not any different than they are. And I think that's something that a lot of the big shelters need to learn, because a lot of those people are paid staff, where we're volunteers and we're here with the people all the time, where they're paid and they get to go home, so they think they're kind of better than us. So I think that's something that big shelters can learn from us, is that we are still people and that everybody deserves their dignity as a person.
Yeah, and you guys understand the situation of being on the streets better than somebody who goes home every day,
Yeah.
Sarah's fairly new to the chair position. She says it's a two-tier democracy, and right now they have 12 members. Every member started out as a guest of the camp and worked their way up. Ideally, they'd have about 20 members, but she said some people don't want to set their demons aside and work with a group. Members live on site, so it seems like a pretty good deal. In the new location, members will be living in tiny homes donated by Benson High School. Guests will still use the tents. If you want to help, you can find Sarah's contact information in the comments. And she raises a really good point. What are we actually getting for all this money the city spends on homeless services? There's a constant call for more funding, but very little scrutiny on outcomes or experience. Sarah says she hears a lot of complaints about the shelters. They're even starting a petition to remove one employee with a pattern of bad behavior. I feel like some of these people have been kicked around for so long they don't think they deserve any better. But Sarah says helping people restore their self-worth is the first thing we need to do. And it starts with kindness, she thinks. Right before I left, I had to ask her, how do you make people want more for themselves? The audio's bad, but I had to include the quote.
You know, you can't make, it's like leading a horse to water. You can't make them drink. The only thing you can really do is support them and make them know that they are people and that somebody does care. And once they get that sense of self-worth, and, you know, I think that it comes down to people feeling like people. And once you get your self-worth back, then you want to be something and you want to move on. And I think that that's what's great about our community, is that we are there for those people. No matter who you are or what you do, we care about you and we make it clear that we care about you. So.
Because there's a million ways to lose that self-worth,
definitely.
Trauma and drugs.
Even just becoming homeless can make you lose your self-worth, and it's just really important that people get that back. And once they get that back, this place helps a lot. Once you get that back, then you're ready to make that step forward and go somewhere else.
Cool, okay.
And I think social service agencies like TPI don't necessarily, like I said, you're a number there, and that doesn't really give you a sense of worth.
Big move.
We need support. In any way possible. We need support, help getting supplies, help just manpower, doing security shifts. We need that all the time. We're trying to build our supportership, just getting the community together and getting house people and unhouse people together and getting to know each other, because like I said, we're all the same. We're just in different circumstances, and I think that the best way to get supporters is to help teach them and help them learn about this situation and help them. Everybody can help in their own way, whether it's just a friendly smile or handing out a sandwich. And I think that that's the kind of supportership that we need, is just the community coming together.